In part 1, we introduced Amazon EFS, covered its key features, and created a file system with mount targets and security settings. In part 2, we will launch two EC2 instances in two different availability zones, connect to them, mount the EFS, verify the sharing across instances, and cover common troubleshooting steps and cleanup. In a new tab, go to EC2 dashboard and click on Launch Instance. Name the instance as Instance 1. Choose Amazon Linux to AMI and select T2 Micro as instance type. Proceed without a key pair under key pair section. In the network settings, click Edit. And under Subnet, choose 1A availability zone. Leave all other options as default and click on Launch Instance. Scroll down and click View All Instances to see the newly launched instance reflected in the dashboard. Now we need to launch a similar EC2 instance with the same configuration except for the availability zone and the tag. To do this, select the existing instance, go to Actions, and under Image and Templates, click Launch More like this. This option is a quick way to launch a new EC2 instance using the same configuration as an existing one. We just need to update the tag to Instance 2. Proceed without a key pair and select 1B availability zone under Subnet and click Launch Instance. Now click on View All Instances and do a refresh. We have two EC2 instances in two different availability zones. Let's connect to these EC2 instances. Select the Instance 1, click Connect, and under EC2 Instance Connect, click Connect again to open the terminal. Repeat the same step for the Instance 2 as well. Now I have two terminal windows open side by side, one for Instance 1 and one for Instance 2. We have successfully connected to these EC2 instances from our local machine. The final step is to mount the EFS to both the instances and verify that the files are shared. Now back in the console, Amazon Linux 2 EC2 instances have the NFS client pre-installed. We can confirm this by running rpm-q NFS utils. RPM is the Red Hat Package Manager command line tool used to manage software packages on RPM-based Linux distros like Amazon Linux, CentOS, or Red Hat. -q option stands for query. It tells RPM to check if a package is installed on the system. NFS utils is the name of the package you wanted to check. Now click Enter. If it is installed, the command outputs the package name and the version as shown here. Now let's run the same command from the second instance as well. Both the EC2 instances have the NFS client installed. Now let's create a folder or directory and mount the elastic file system to that folder so that any files stored in that folder will be saved on the EFS. So run mkdir EFS mount from both the instances. Next, go to EFS console, select the file system, and in the top right corner, click Attach. Under Using NFS Client, copy the mount command, run this command in both the instance terminals to mount the EFS to the EFS mount directory. Paste here. So sudo runs the command with administrative privileges which are required for mounting file system. Mount is a Linux command used to mount a file system to a directory. -t NFS4 specifies the type of the file system to mount. Here it's NFS version 4. -o specifies mount options that control how the NFS client communicate with the server, including options like NFS, protocol version, read-write buffer sizes, timeout values, and more. Most importantly, the command includes the DNS name of your EFS file system with a colon and a / indicating the root of the EFS to mount. And EFS is a local directory where the EFS will be mounted. However, Since we created a folder called EFS mount, update the directory name accordingly before pressing enter. So do the same thing from the second instance as well. This command does not produce any output if the mount is successful. If it shows any error, we may need to troubleshoot, and I'll share a few common solutions at the end of the video. Now navigate to the EFS mount folder by running cd EFS mount from both the instances and create a file from the first instance, for example, sudo touch instance1 underscore file.txt. Okay, there is no surprise if I can see this file from the first instance, but it should appear in the second instance. Similarly, create a file from the second instance, such as sudo touch instance2 underscore file.txt. Okay, of course, I can see it from the second instance, but it should reflect from the first instance as well. Okay. So hence this confirms that elastic file system is successfully mounted and shared between both EC2 instances, allowing them to access the same file seamlessly. Now to unmount, exit the EFS mount folder by running cd space ... Okay. Then run sudo umount, the folder name. If you check the EFS mount folder, now it will show no files because we have detached or unmounted the elastic file system. Let's go over some common issues you might face while mounting and using Amazon EFS on your EC2 instances and how to fix them quickly. First, verify NFS client installation. Check if the NFS client is installed on your EC2 instances by running rpm-q NFS utils. Second, verify security group rules. Make sure your EFS mount target security group allows inbound rules for NFS protocol and ensure source allows connections. Third, confirm mount target availability. In the EFS console, confirm your mount targets are in available state for all the availability zones where your EC2 instances run. Lastly, unmount and remount if needed. If issues still persist, unmount and try remounting on your EC2 instances. So by following these troubleshooting steps, you should be able to resolve most common issues and get your EFS working smoothly across your EC2 instances. Now, as a part of cleanup, go to EC2 dashboard, select both the instances, click on instance state, then click terminate and confirm the action. Next, go to the EFS console, select the file system we created, click delete and copy paste the file system ID when prompted. Since EFS is a shared volume and can store petabytes of data, AWS treats this as a destructive action. However, we can safely delete it by clicking confirm. Optionally, you can delete the security groups created for EFS and also the instance security group as there are no charges associated with them. Confirm it. You cannot delete default security group, so leave it as it is. That's it for today. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and happy learning.